This motherfucker Galactus kicked the dough down, right? And popped up with the most strongest team you probably fucking never heard of. The motherfucking Eternity Watch. So check this out, right? Galactus was up here finna get judged by the Living Tribunal, right? Master Order and Lord Chaos ass was up here snitching on their ass, talking about some, yeah, his punk ass had came through and beat my ass. The Living Tribunal said that shit irrelevant. So they ass got pissed the fuck off, right? Murked the Living Tribunal ass. After they murk his ass, Anti-Man up here like, hey, did they just murdered his ass? Hell yeah, in the name of chaos. They was going hard on his ass. Talking about some, bro, the Eternity ain't even been reborn all the way. Your ass just murked the fucking Living Tribunal again. Because in the last iteration of the Cosmos, his ass had died. This was back in the before the Secret Wars. Nah, during Secret Wars. They was like, we don't get no fuck. We finna make sure this shit be right, the order and shit. So motherfucking Galactus sends Anti-Man off to fucking find the Ultimates, which is Blue Marvel and all them, Black Panther. So they started to try to turn Lifebringer Galactus back to regular ass Galactus. But he said, fuck that, bruh. I'm gonna remain myself. And it's like, fuck it then. We finna keep on trying, motherfucker. Eventually, they had stopped and figured out, like, look, we can't change shit because basically we on this, there's no longer a hierarchy. We less than his, no less than more powerful than his ass. So it's like, basically, we gotta leave and become stronger. So they go meet up with the in-betweener, one of the people they made to basically make sure that they good as shit, right? Lord Chaos eat his ass, right? Then Master Chaos eats him. Then they fuse and become Logos. This motherfucker basically become the new Living Tribunal. The new law of everything that shapes reality. Bro, he goes to the Celestials, right? Kills they ass. He knocks this one right out of the whole reality. That's when the Queen of Nevers right here, you see her arm. She grabs him. And she up here arguing Logos. She's outside of like the picture and the story and everything. Outside of everything. You see her hand. She grabs the last Celestial and shit. And she says she gonna use him later. Anti-Man ended up meeting up with the Ultimates, right? But these motherfuckers called the Troublemakers pop up on their ass. They was trying to talk, but a motherfucking dude popped fucking Captain Marvel. His ass. So fucking Blue Marvel told America Chavez to open up a portal somewhere, right? His ass fly past dude ass, grab his ass, and go to another universe without life without bystander. Someone said, yeah, let's talk. Back with the rest of the gang, right? America Chavez moved at light speed past this dude right here. And just as she was finna hit his ass, her ass ended up right here. Dude got psychic abilities and shit. He put her in his mind prison and shit. And thought is faster than light, so he was able to get into her head. As you see the fight happening, her ass just standing there. Motherfucking Captain Marvel like, Monica. Black Panther up here fighting this motherfucker right here, right? Her ass fucking hack his suit and take it off. Like, yeah, what you gonna do without them weapons? This dude got like a mood ring ability type shit. Anytime that he fucking, he angry or some shit, he gets stronger. He call it Mood Indigo. He can turn his emotions into solid state. Galactus finally goes see him what the fuck happens and shit. And he ended up meeting up with Logos. He's like, what the fuck you done did to yourself, Master Order and Chaos? He said, I can smell the cosmic stench of murder. So you tell him like, I'm making improvements and shit. And you see this black shit eking out his eyes. It was like an infection. He was telling like, hey bro, something wrong with you. Something inside of your ass. And he's like, nah, it's time to change your ass back. So they start shooting this black shit out their mouth at Galactus. He drowns in that shit, right? Then he comes back up as a zombie version of Galactus, talking about he hunger. We meet up with this old dude. He was talking and shit. You can read, find out what he's talking about. But then we get right here where we go to outside of everything where something laughing. As we see Eternity is infected and shit. Back to the fight, right? Black Panther's still fighting this thing in his drawers, right? This motherfucker, like, his arms start going down. He's like, bro, how the fuck are you this strong? He say right here, herbal supplements. She's like, let go of me. He grabs the arms and shit again. These motherfucker pull out like some damn taser machine gun pistols on his arms right here. His ass instantly kicked the shit out of his ass. It go and hit the damn emotional dude right here, but he blocked it with his shit. That pissed him off and it was able to fucking give him more strength to knock out fucking Captain Marvel. What hit her ass. So Black Panther up here still fighting this thing. He's like, look, I told you I got telekinetic armor. You're getting it, and you got a speedo. He was like, yes. And now I also have the opening. Thank you. Kicked the shit out of his ass. Like, what the fuck did you do? He said, I call it Shadow Combat, my personal fusion of Wakandan and Kunlun styles, plus a dash of Bruce Lee. Your armor is controlled via telekinesis, a strike to your third eye, disrupting your chi and your control over it. Now the fight is over, Lieutenant. Shall we talk? Monica Rambeau ass still over here just tripping and shit. But then she was like, alright, fuck it, we finna play by your game. Psychic combat one-on-one, Terry. Never accept the enemy's battleground. For example, in your kitchen, I'm human. But I could take the shape of whatever the fuck I want. And then she started turning into this. Because she stopped being a non-physical being years ago. And now it's mind versus mind. He talking about some, hey, I wouldn't do that shit. I'm a black belt level physical combat master. Monica blasted his ass. Shut up. And got her mind up out of that shit. As his ass swithered down as this like psychic ghost self. So she looks at this dude talking about some, how about you should look at his ass, and she look at him like fucking fry his brain just off a look. Well, she zapped his brain a little bit. She had did it to Shumagurav one time. That little fucking thing off of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Y'all forgot about Blue Marvel, huh? This motherfucker then turned into this thing and beat the shit out of Blue Marvel ass. You see him in his hand through his ass. His ass worked for the first firmament. You see Eternity right here? He had his ass on chains because of this motherfucker, the first firmament. In the beginning, there was only one universe, only I. My universe was perfect, and yet I was only I. I was alone. And moved by that utterness, loneliness, I made an error. At the very dawn of all that is all or was, I made life. And this is the first firmament aeons ago. The Celestials. Soon they had made little motherfuckers of their own, and he ain't like that shit. They was clever as hell, he said. They were industrious in their worship of him. They need of his favor, and he liked that. He named them Aspirin. With them, he was well pleased. But it was some rebels, some multicolored ones. And they wanted to influence change. They wanted to evolve and shit, right? So that shit created a war between them, where the multicolored ones killed the damn black ones, which they called them the Death Celestials. That war shattered his ass, right, and created the second cosmos. In terror to preserve his uniqueness, his very self, he fled to the farther edges of being, his remaining aspirants inside of him. And behind him, he saw the creation of the second cosmos, the first of a new breed, the first multiverse. The second infinity was colonized by the rebels, the colorful motherfucker. They evolved their own servitors, calling them Omegas in opposition to the Alpha that I. A snub was insult. This is where the Omega Force was made. Captain Universe, where, you know, you ever seen Spider-Man as the damn, he looked like a universe and shit. This where this shit was made at, that power. He watched them from afar and like fucking aging animals and shit. Then the universe died and it birthed another. And he was pissed off watching in exile as the multiverse was reborn over and over, evolving further in each iteration until now, until his ass, the 8th one, Eternity. She is also the creator of Lifebringer 1, the first century, and this is where the Antiall was made too, which I was thinking that would be a part of the first firmament, but it's not. It's obviously part of something else, which would be the one below all. But being there, he had grown stronger too in that void. And he said, unlike you, I was whole, a single unbroken unit, and I had a weapon, a thing alien to you, hate. I had hate. Hate enough to have patience to choose my moment. After your death and reincarnation, after your change from 7th multiverse to 8th, when you were weak and easily captured, it wasn't enough. You weren't only a chained, not dead. So I sent my aspirants forth, my astral gods, my dark celestials, to infect you, to infiltrate your timeline, to corrupt your inner working, to damage you however and whenever they could. And now everything is in place. Are you scared, my child? Scared to die? As you see, that zombie Galactus then came over to where the Ultimates had. So while they was still trying to fight that damn thing right here, right? This where Monica and Blue Rambeau do something amazing. They ass fuse together. And they get the power of Omega symbols on their hands and shit. And they start beaming these motherfuckers. The troublemaker motherfuckers finally understood that they need to help them out. So they fucking came together and made they fucking power become this thing right here, the Psyhawk. Captain Marvel was absorbing most of the damn energy that was around to fucking help out that damn fusion of Blue Marvel and Captain Marvel. I mean, fucking Monica Rambeau. So we get the backstory of what the fuck that Psyhawk thing is. They was a part of this shit called the Psychic Warfare Unit years ago in the 1st Eternity Battalion. This dude named Emmett was their leader. He was the closest thing to a real psychic among all of them. They went to this place, right, in this mountain, but something happened. It was a war between Beastman and a demonic entity, something from outside normal space and time. Most of them died, and Emmett saw the face of hell and beyond, which is this thing right here. Phil and I were found 3 days later. The Beastmen were gone and we changed. We were connected to something, a psycho magic force that boosted natural psi energy, that blue shit that they was using to fight him, the psi force. So that's how they was able to augment the rest of their abilities by coming together and concentrate their minds and their psi abilities to bring out Emmett, which that's Emmett, the damn Psyhawk. This motherfucker became a living respiratory of psychic might. And for a few minutes at a time, if we open the door, he can walk on the world with the power of a god. The Monica Rambeau Blue Marvel fusion came over to Anti-Man and healed his ass. Then he rushes off to go jump into Galactus, and that shit brought him back to being Lifebringer. That's when they took that damn thing they was fighting, and Galactus ate his ass. Then him and Emmett ass, they leave. They disappear to us. I'ma holler at y'all later. I'ma need y'all help. And they went back to the house, and that's when America Chavez, who the leader of the Ultimates at the time, was like, yeah, the multiverse is about to be finished. And the next attack is coming soon, so we gotta be ready for that shit. As we see the first firmament ass. Meet back up with the Queen of Nevers. I am the Never Queen. I am what might be, forever outside what is. From here I see all. First, there were the Ultimates, formed by Carol Danvers to solve cosmic problems before they became problems. They solved the problem of Galactus, the World Eater, by evolving him into his true role as Lifebringer. But on a later mission, Galactus and the Ultimates discovered that Eternity, he who embodies the multiverse, was in chains. Recently, they discovered the name of Eternity's cosmic jailer, the first firmament, first iteration of all reality. The first firmament infected Eternity, corrupting 2 of the cosmic aspects, Lord Chaos and Master Order, and influenced them to murder the living tribunal, avatar of law and justice, then merge together and take his place as the creature Logos. Logos executed the godlike Celestials, then attempted to corrupt Galactus. Though he recovered at the cost of his herald Anti-Man, he who remains weakened. Meanwhile, the Ultimates have their own problem. They outside of Earth dealing with this planetary defense shield. And the Chitauri, the damn things from the MCU, the first Avengers movie, these motherfuckers been on their ass. And they out here fighting these motherfuckers. One of them was about to get Blue Adam. But Captain Marvel fucking let him know before it fucking happened, so he blasted the motherfucker. They also out there with the Guardians of the Galaxy too. I forgot to say that. But these damn things keep trying to slam into the planetary thing to break into Earth. As you can see right here, and they keep fucking dying. Blue Marvel don't like watching that type of shit. Then we get the explanation of the planetary defense shield, which is around the Earth to protect the world from cosmic threats and shit. Captain America, who was evil at the time, turned that shit on. And when he did, these motherfuckers came from outside. And all the heavy hitters is outside trying to fight them. And they somehow came when the damn shield came. So you got the normal heroes trapped on Earth fighting these motherfuckers. And then the Hydra and them. And all the heavy hitters is off Earth fighting them. And they can't hit through it, none of that shit. Even her binary form won't work. She like, God damn it, we need Galactus ass. Maybe that shit'll work. So while Rocket was talking about how the fact they got locked outside their own damn planet, Monica Rambeau was like, maybe if I let go of like my human shape and sync with the frequency of the Earth, she can fucking like, basically she thinks that she could turn the planetary thing off. But she uses her damn form of cosmic awareness that help her see and hear when she in her hard light form, when she become a human. And that allows her to see everything that's going on. And she see America Chavez go outside where Owen Reese had built this place right here. The Molecule Man, his ass had left, but this place still remained. And the enemy can't see him or reach there unless you know how to get there. And he could tell that somebody's watching them. He could tell that Monica Rambeau is watching them. America Chavez tried to go talk to him about helping with the planetary shield shit. He was like, yeah, I'm aware of that shield. He throw her a TV. And he showed her like, yeah, I've been watching that shit. He said, I don't bear no malice, but the earth got its own fate. I'm weak right now, and I gotta build my strength up. I can't waste it. So she get pissed and leave, right? That's when Monica Rambeau gets brought back in. Captain Marvel used their absorption powers to shift through the damn shield and pull her ass out of it. That's when Monica let her know, like, look, my cosmic awareness let me know where Monica Rambeau is, and America Chavez is, and she on our way. She was with Galactus. She asked, is he on his way? And she was like, nah, she ain't. He was like, fuck. As they still gotta fight these motherfuckers. They pissed about that. Skip to the Ego the Living Planet. Hang on. I know this is weird. We got his ass coming in. Galactus meet him with him, right? And his ass end up going all the way down to this motherfucker core of his head, which is his brain. And when he does that, Galactus take his suit off. And now he's Gallon and shit. And he's trying to tell him, like, look, I'm just trying to talk to you, bro. I was born and I died during the 6th iteration and everything. I'm trying to make your acquaintance. Let's get to really know your ass. And this is where we see the true form of Ego the Living Planet. His name was Eargross, a scientist, as Galactus was. And now he a ghost of a memory, given a fleeting moment of life by a god he became. That was the seed, the spark that let the pilot light. So he's happy to finally meet somebody that was like him. Long ago, eons ago, a stranger came to his home star to conduct an experiment, perhaps to create something like him. He caused his sun to go nova to reach out and consume the twin planets orbiting it. He set up bunkers, Project World Core, to try to save them all. But he wasn't being selfless or noble. He only wanted to live. He died, his people died, and he became them. And every living thing, every rock and every tree and blade of grass. He became the world, but he only wanted to live. And that's how his ass, they kind of like him, but Gallon just wanted to live. That's the backstory of Ego the Living Planet. So Lifebringer uses his power on that brain, right, his core, and that's when you see this thing growing out of his body. Ego grows a planet and become Ego Prime. That's when they go to the door right here, right, and meet up with the rest of the squad. The Maker, who is the damn evil Reed Richards, right, was watching this shit. And they saw the black Celestials. They called them the Death Celestials. They was watching, and this motherfucker Logos up there talking about some, yeah, I'm the first law. Y'all better listen to me type shit. That's when you see this door right here. Then you see Galactus come through, kick that bitch down, and that's when his ass popped up with his team ready to box their ass. Talking about some Eternity Watch assemble. We fight for tomorrow. Ego Prime trying to fit through the door and shit, but he too damn fucking fat, right? Galactus told him, he's like, Ego, this is the superflow. It's conceptual space. At our level of combat is metaphor. The door isn't real. So he goes through the door, right? Kicks the fuck out of him. He's like, hey, this shit all new to me. Got the fucking they ass up. We see the High Evolutionary talking about some, hey, we seeing fucking conceptual beings punch each other. He's like, yeah, we seeing an opportunity. While they busy with whatever this is, we could take what we need. High Evolutionary tried to tell me, he's like, hey, I dealt with these motherfuckers, with creatures at this level. If they notice what we're doing, it could be the end of everything, G. They all started to realize like they was being recorded and somebody was observing them and shit. One of them said, they was like, oh, it's somebody named him. And that's when Galactus like, I know him. That's the High Evolutionary. He's like, what the fuck is he doing? The Infinite said, look, maybe this motherfucker, at this level, we basically like living information. Galactus instantly already knew what was up. And he was pissed. The Maker asked, that's what he was trying to do. So all of them submitted to what the Maker was trying to do, right? As you see all these Earths up here getting destroyed, I mean, basically coming together. The Ultimate's still up here fighting these things. Fucking, this where you see America Chavez go through a whole universe where it's nothing but concussion force and slam through this dragon. And we see the superflow get destroyed where everything gets destroyed. That shit was strengthening eternity to break out them chains, right? And all it did was allow the first firmament to eat that motherfucker. And I'm gonna end it right there and give you a part 2 later to find out what happened.